Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is Sunday, December 20th. This is Barry. Gonna go over this week's weekly trade ideas. First, let's go over the ones that I did last week. That would be 12-13 trade ideas. First one on the list was CCM. I was saying that it was over the indicators that I wanted, held support. Stochastics were looking fine. MACD was crossed over, and to take some long off of 475 pullback, and it actually pulled back to 481, and then gave you quite a nice run all the way up to 579-ish. So CCM was quite a nice win for us this week. I was looking at YUME, pronounced Yume, however you pronounce it. The call on this one was holding the 50 as support, and it was flagging over here to take some long. Okay, so that was quite a nice win over here too. It came off from let's see, holding the 50, so let's say from about $3 to about 380, 381, somewhere around there. So that was a nice win. ALGN, I was saying it was under the 50, pop to 66, and then shorted back to 61. So it came up to 66.33, and on the same day came down to 63.18. So that was a really nice call. Just a one day move, and it actually still looks like it's got more downside to it. CVX. CVX call was popped to 87.40, then shorted. Okay. Yeah, so it popped a lot more than that. So even if you went long off the pop basis, I think I was calling it off, or what is that? No. Yeah. Okay, so the first call on that was to go long on it to have the pop, so you actually got a pretty nice pop, and then wait for a top it and then short it. So it's actually still in formation. Nice bearish engulfing up at the top over there, breaking the 50 to the downside under the MAs, and high volume sell off there. I would say they still got more downside to it on CVX. Next one was BABA. I said use this 50 over here. Remember, it came right off the 50, nailed it over here. So use that 50 as a bounce area, and you got a pretty nice bounce off of it from about, I don't know, about $80 basically to about $85 on BABA. Starbucks, short the pop to 61. You got $60.83 at the top. Short the pop to 61, and it came back to 58. So that's a $5 short right there. Walmart. Okay, Walmart was holding the support here. I said to take some long, and yeah, so take some long off the beginning, and if it breaks the 50, then to short it. So the long off the beginning of the week was a decent, nice move up there. Verizon. I said I was looking for a pull on this one to $44.64. It came to $44.67, and then take some long. So you got 44.67 to 46.70 on that one. So I'd say that's a pretty nice one. General Motors, short the pop to 35.20, 35.25. You got 35.29, and then you short that. So still a pretty nice short. Really nice play there. PMTS, I would say it was holding the trend over here, but once it broke the trend, you should have gotten out. Even if you didn't, you would have still got a chance to get out at the end of the week with that pop over here. It broke the trend, so that was the trend here I was looking at the beginning, and it definitely broke that. Now it's on the underside, so setting up for a pretty good short here off that bearish engulfing. So anyways, off the 10 trades from last week, we have 9 of them that were winners, and actually a good few of them were pretty good solid winners. So I'd say 9 out of 10 were winners on that one, so can't beat that. Anyway, so today is December 20th. 2015, and let's go over the ones that I like for this week. This week is going to be a short week. Volume's low, so expect these plays. Obviously, you know what? It should. Let's just go over them. I'll let you know what I think about later. Okay. First one on the list is Cala, Cala. I've been liking this before. We played it before, and now that it's broken the trend to the upside, I like the crossover on the MACD. The stochastics came off the bottom, and we're starting to get a push over here. So I'd expect it to push a little bit more. Let's see a top off at 766, maybe pull back a little bit to about 690. If we get it that low, probably 7. Okay, so let's call this one. We'll say pop to 766. Let's see it pull back down to about 710. Then take some long since it's over the trend line already. So I'm definitely bullish on Cala coming into the week. EPD. Okay, I like this one based off the MACD crossover. Stochastics are good. Volume's coming in, and it's basically a piercing candle here. So I didn't like the hammer up at the top here, hanging man, sorry, up at the top here. But this piercing over here give me inclination that maybe she wants to break over. Even if we trend it down here, you can see that it's kind of slapping the trend to the downside still. So I'd like to see a push over on this trend line, come back, test 23.59, and then we can see a nicer move to the upside. I'm also taking notes as I speak so that make sure that I have everything written down, what I wrote about, so that when we go over it next week, make sure that I know exactly what I said also. Mplx, well, okay, Mplx. Okay, I like the upside. I like the fact that it's holding the trend here to the upside. So let's see that trend continue to hold, and I would like to see it push up to about 38. I'd say about 38.50, 38 to 38.50, around that range, before it pulls back down. I like the fact that the MACD is about to cross over, stochastics are crossing over, and volumes coming in here to keep this move a little strong. It's also a bullish engulfing right at the bottom over there. So keep that trend line on as your support, and I like to play some of that long. Srpt. I like that Pearson candle right there. It pushed up, flagged, and now it's breaking over the flag. So I like it over here. I think we get a push on this one to about 41 or so on Srpt. Imgn. I like the volume coming in here. It's that alerted me on Friday's volume here. MACD's crossed over, stochastics are nice. It's getting a little hot, but it's still not too hot. So I like also the flag break over here, sitting over the 50, sitting over the 8, sitting over the 13, and a Pearson candle right out there. So I like this one. Imgn for a long, push it over the 1420 here, and see if we can get a move back up on Imgn. Let's do CNC. Okay, this one's had a nice little move up here. Strong volume coming in here still. So let's see if we can get this one to pop up here to about 66.50, and then we'll short this one back to down about $62. So it should come right back down to this range here, because once it broke over, it actually didn't come back to support. So let's see a push up to 66.50 and bring it back down to about 62.50, somewhere around there. Pcrx, similar pattern, very nice push, keep going up here. You get a lot of you got a hanging man, but then you came in with the bullish engulfing. Volumes still pushing up a little bit. I was more inclined all through the week for the short on this one, so I still want to see it short, but I need one more push out of it. Let's push this one up to about 81. See if we get it. Maybe even yeah, let's say about 81 on this one, and then bring it back down to about 68. Alright, definitely want to see a nice strong push on this one again, and then we bring it straight back down. ATHM, another short pop event here. Nice little push here. I want to see us come up to about 30. What do I have in my notes here? About this is ATHM pop to 37.55 area. Okay, and then short it back down to about 34. So we're looking for about 37.50 on this one. Then we look for that short, pull it back down to about 34. Royal Caribbean RCL. Okay, came over the 50. Finally closed over the 50 here. So let's see if we get some support off this trend line break, retest. Let's see if we get this to hold up here. Maybe even if you get a pullback down to maybe what 94.75, somewhere around there. If you get a little pullback on this one, then take some long. I think it pushes through this high over here at 100. So that'll be a first target. So first target will be a pullback and then a push. I think it breaks that all-time high. Not that all-time high. I'm not even sure if it's all-time, but I'm looking for that 100 break on that one. And then Sage. Now, if you listen to my videos, maybe I would say 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I'm not sure. If you look back on my videos, you'd see Sage was a long off of all the way down here, about $47. So if you took this one long, you obviously really banked on this one. This was a beautiful couple weeks ago video that I did on a long side on Sage, SAGE. Now that she's had such a nice move, I'm looking to short it, bring it back down. So let's see a short on this one. I think it got one more little life in it, up to 63, and then we bring this one back down to about 58. So looking at about 5 points on this one. So all in all, pretty good plays. Obviously this week's volume is going to be a lot less, so don't look crazy holding into stuff. A lot of people are not even going to be in. A lot of traders are gone for the year already. There isn't going to be a ton of volume coming in. So these swings, I'd say if you get a perfect setup, you know, go for them, but don't expect crazy moves this year. Some of these stuff could actually carry into when trading reopens and into next year. So let's keep an eye on them. As far as the market goes, let's look. Let's look at Dow Jones. Obviously, we've had a pretty nasty day on Friday. But what you should see is a double bottom area over here. And if you look at this chart on the weekly, you'll see an inverted hammer right there. So let's even see how this trend. Okay, so it even broke that trend on the weekly to the downside. So what am I looking for here? Come Monday, I'm looking for a pop. I'm looking for a pop on the markets, either short covering here. That also is going to come into play with the possible double bottom here. You have support in this range over here. Support came in here. And now let's see if we get some support in this area here. So I say this one pops over here on Monday. Should obviously bring volatility down. So this UVXY should pull back down to about 30, 31. And then we'll figure it out from then. But for sure, for Monday, what I'm looking for is the market itself to push up a little bit, and then I think it actually fades off for the remainder of the week. But the pop should definitely come off of this double bottom, inverted hammer on the weekly, support a couple times before. So anyways, that's it for 1220 weekly swing trade ideas. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For any of you guys that don't know me, anyways, my name is Barry, and this is my Twitter. You can follow me here at BarryMohan81. And for any of you guys that don't know, I am a moderator at awesomecalls.com, and this is my link. It's awesomecalls.com//ICEMAN, and you can contact us there, and you can try to sign up with us if you are not currently a member. So anyways, thanks a lot, guys.